Danny Griffin felt disappointed with the series the moment he stepped on set? Why did Abigail Cowen almost reject her role twice? And which cast member was doing her school exams on set? Prepare to find out all the behind-the-scenes secrets of the saga you had no idea about, and more Season 2 predictions. Everything you see is fake. The disappointment that comes after you binged your favorite fantasy show and were mesmerized by some mysterious magical creatures on screen, only to find out later that they only exist on the green screen. That's exactly how Danny Griffin felt when he arrived on set. And no, those beautiful forests and castles are the real deal. Just wait for us to spill all the details about it. But the best part that makes the plot and costumes all come together is the fighting gear. And boy was Griffin blue when instead of a proper sword, all he got was a plastic prop. He told Numero magazine, "I wish I could tell you that the swords were real. I wanted one so badly. When John, our swordsmith, came to give me my sword, I felt so excited, only to pick it up and find out it was plastic. My first response was, where is the real one?" Now all those battle scenes don't seem so terrifying, do they? But even with a plastic prop, we were glued to the screen gazing at this mastery. I mean, how cool is that? Spice Girls, but make it fairies.
How do you feel?
I feel emotional. And I feel fucking badass. That's how I feel. Yeah!
Now, not a single successful production goes without good vibes, friendships, and dancing. If you ever questioned what was really happening behind the scenes, you came to the right place to discard all of your doubts. The truth is, there are no fake friendships in the Winx Saga cast. There may be some serious enemy dynamics on screen, but in reality, the whole cast is more like one big family. I mean, what else would you expect after months of living together in the wilderness, chanting spells and sharing laughs in between takes? The girls got so close, even their off-screen time was all about Winx rehearsals. But it couldn't all have been so easy, right? When everything goes wrong. Can you even plan absolutely everything when it comes to a production that spans months? Let's accept the fact that some little malfunctions are expected. Be it costumes not working out as planned, missing or breaking props, or even getting injured while doing stunts. Now, what's the worst thing that can happen when your job depends on how you look? The lead star Abigail Cowen definitely went too far trying to get her bloom look.
I have red hair and they're black. They're black. I look like Mr. Bean.
Rumor has it she's still trying to rub her eyebrows off her face.
I hope I look back at this one day and laugh, but right now they're black!
Going too far with stunts.
3, 2, 1, action.
When your role involves fighting against dark evil powers, you know you gotta be prepared to kick somebody's ass. Or chances are, you're the one getting tossed in the air. From the looks of the series with its complex battle sequences, you can already assume the plot was tough to execute. Luckily enough, Danny Griffin, who portrays Sky in the saga, spent his whole life preparing for the role without even realizing it. Danny did horseback riding, surfing, and climbing. We can tell, the boy's got stamina. Danny told Numero magazine that he had a blast doing stunts on set. The fight scenes were so much fun, and my co-star Freddie only made it easier. We had an amazing stunt team who came up with some outstanding choreography, which Freddie and I trained a great deal to get down as smooth and as fast as possible. But from the looks of it, it doesn't seem like it was just fun 24/7.
3, 2, 1, action.
Yikes. Is it just us, or does that look like he was actually crying from pain on that mat? And while the guys tried to get to grips with the stunt choreography, Cowen's biggest struggle was trying not to levitate off the set. Drama is unavoidable.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty and witty and gay.
Screw gender norms and body expectations, the directors said. Looking at the original Italian cartoon, the Winx fairies project unrealistic body proportions. The writers of the original animations clearly could not predict the success of the animation and possible reboot with live actors. So in this adaptation, the showrunner of the series, Brian Young, decided to ditch the look of the Winx fairies with Disney princess hair, anime eyes, and tight outfits. It's time to challenge the outdated gender roles, Young said. In our show, boys can be fairies, girls can be specialists. We're in the 21st century. story. But does a single production go without a drop of drama? The show was literally on the verge of being cancelled even before its release. The truth is, while the depiction of healthy bodies was fixed, the showrunners got backlash for whitewashing the characters. Fans were quick to criticize the casting directors for choosing white actresses for the role of Terra and Musa. In the series, Terra, who is reminiscent of the original character Flora, is of Latin American origin, while Musa is actually an East Asian fairy. Doesn't really fit the description, right? It seems like season 2 will work this issue out, so don't click out just yet to hear all the details. Non-linear scripts really messed it up. Yes, the truth is right in the title. For convenience and proper production planning, scenes are almost never shot one after the other in order. Imagine shooting the finale first, then going to your first encounter with the characters, and then getting lost somewhere in the middle of a love triangle. You would definitely be confused, and so were the Fate The Winx Saga characters. Sadie Severall, who plays cheeky Beatrix, has basically just entered the industry and got confused trying to work out her scenes. Going from one emotional state into another at the drop of a hat was a tough one, she told Premiere Scene. It was something that was quite difficult. You have to really be on your toes, make a schedule of the scenes so you know the overview of what was going to happen in the day. The actors kept rereading the scripts to help them make sense of what was happening, while other actors were doing their homework? How about that? Finishing school on set. As we mentioned, Sadie is the new girl to this whole media fam and acting scenery, yet the actress truly stunned the viewers with her acting talent. Little did we know that Severall was cramming her lines while finishing her homework. The actress was in her final year of school during the shoot, and knowing magic spells didn't come in handy at all. Severall opened up about her struggles, saying, "I was still in school and I was filming, so it was very stressful in the sense that I didn't actually have a lot of time, and I was kind of one world at school one minute and then on set the next." Sadie wasn't bothered by it at all though. The actress was living her dream, and working under pressure while crushing her acting game only proved that Severall is in it for a reason. Kudos to her. Location to die for.
I am filming in a giant green field. Literally, my dream, my whole life, has been to run through a big green field. And here I am, in a big green field.
Trust us, Abby, we feel absolutely the same. If there's anything real about the magic world of the Winx Saga, it's the fascinating landscapes. No CGI was necessary when the showrunners decided to shoot the series around County Wicklow in Ireland. The place looks just like a magical fairy kingdom, with all the castles and spacious fields. The cast could not even contain their excitement about Kilreddery House and gardens that turned into a fairy school with its now iconic iron gates. It's safe to say that the lead star Cowen was the biggest fan of the location and spammed her whole feed with beautiful landscape pics. She definitely ain't wrong for doing that when surrounded by such beauty. Audition for Netflix? How about no? Now, who would have thought that despite her prominent role in the chilling adventures of Sabrina under her belt, the actress Abby Cowen aka Bloom was not ready to become a lead? Cowen's whole audition story is about to give you second-hand embarrassment. The actress was literally on her way to fly to Vancouver when she got a call for her audition. Abby had 2 hours to spare to secure the role, and boy was it a hustle. Cowen told The Guardian that she thought she would never be called back again. "I was like, oh my gosh, they think I'm some crazy person. I just sat in the waiting room with my giant suitcase and everyone was staring. And what do you do when you have crippling anxiety before your audition and cannot deal with inner fears?" To calm her anxiety, Abby tried to trick her mind and literally convince herself that the Winx role sucked anyways. Imagine Cowen's joy and excitement when she heard the news. She got the lead role in the Netflix series. Anybody in that state would celebrate with tears and champagne. Not Abby though. The actress almost made the biggest mistake of her life. Refused the role. Cowen explained in the interview with MTV, saying, "I was terrified. I didn't know what I'd just gotten myself into because I'd never had a role of that caliber before. So I started to second-guess myself." If it wasn't for a confidence kick from her family and friends, who knows who would have played Bloom instead? Season 2 predictions. Since Netflix is not known to cancel shows after only 1 season, we might expect the Winx series to get its second installment announcement soon. With 8 original animation seasons, the plot development is non-exhaustive, and this time the F-ups will be judged harshly. Abby Cowen herself said that if Season 2 is a thing, the issue with representation might be fixed. It's about time Terra's cousin Flora joins the cast. Also, any supernatural story needs its villain, so now that the burned ones are defeated, a new evil might enter the game. The original cartoon had a rival school with an antagonistic trio called Trix that would definitely have to show up on the Netflix show sometime. Meanwhile, Beatrix, Riven, and Dane might come up with new evil plans and trouble to cause. Hopefully, we won't have to wait until 2023 to see if Bloom and Sky become an official couple. Unless Sky gets way too preoccupied with Silver's arrest for trying to kill his dad, who magically reappeared after all this time. And what do you think? Will Bloom continue going through through an identity crisis, or will love matters prevail? Comment below, like the video if you enjoyed our fresh updates, and as always, thanks for watching.